What's up, guys? Excuse me for any loud noise, but figured I'd kill two birds with one stone, take the dogs for a walk, and make a video. This video is kind of like the first one I ever made, actually, and it's about how psychedelics play a beneficial role in the recovery community. A lot of people, myself included, found that the only way we could really get clean was through psychedelics. I'd been to rehabs, I'd been to detoxes, I'd been to all types of places, and at the end of my junkie career, so to speak, I was as down bad as you could get. I was stealing from everyone I loved, lying, cheating, and verbally, spiritually, emotionally hurting everyone I loved too. It got so bad that essentially I was just alienated from all social circles, obviously my family, kicked out of any house, was homeless as fuck, going through 10 pack of needles a day, just hustling, man. And I would go to these rehabs and really give it my all, or what felt like my all. I would listen to the classes, I'd listen to the therapists, I would open up, I'd be transparent, and every time I'd get out and have a slip up, and a slip up would turn to a full relapse, and a full relapse would turn into life crumbling. And it wasn't until 2017 I was at the halfway house facing 4 years in the joint, and my ex at the time had just passed away from an overdose, and I was going the fuck through it. Dude, it sounded like a pebble getting dropped into the spoon every time I went to cook up, man. I was not trying to off myself, but definitely not trying, I was doing massive shots, just in such a depressed state, so sad, so angry. And one of my buddies gave me some free L, talking about LSD. And I remember sitting at the Decatur Federal Station just in tears. And it wasn't tears of like sadness or guilt, it was tears of joy and awe. It'd basically been like I was walking around and living my life for that last 10 years with this tunnel vision, It was almost like I could not see how beautiful life was. I could not see how much time I'd been wasting. I could not see how much I wanted to be a good person. And in that trip, when I had that little ego death or whatever, it all fucking clicked, And it started the journey of me actually getting clean. And so I say all this to effectively bring up the point of sometimes conventional rehabilitation and conventional methods of approaching drug addiction simply just does not work. Sometimes people need that internal catalyst that expedites the process of getting them into the headspace they need to be at to truly see themselves for who they are and to truly see their addiction for what it is. I'm not saying LSD is for everyone. A lot of people, that catalyst is mushrooms. Like I said, sometimes it's God, sometimes it's community, sometimes it's AA, whatever. It could be anything, but sometimes it is DMT, sometimes it is peyote, sometimes it is mushrooms, sometimes it is LSD or ketamine, and these are conversations that need to be had, man. Period. Cannabis is another one, What is the role that cannabis plays in recovery? Personally, for me, smoking herb keeps me away from alcohol, keeps me away from harder shit. And yes, I had a mini relapse, but I'm past. I feel better. I've been working. getting outside again, man. Doing what needs to be done. I truly, oh my bad. Yeah, the crutch fell. It is what it is. Just hit it without. But I truly believe that the sooner we implement some of these medicines into rehab settings, the bigger the success rate will be, the smaller the recidivism rate will be, and overall, long term, I think it'll match, if not blow the other numbers out of the water, like AA and stuff, you know? I truly believe that. Every rehab I've ever been to, they essentially promote cigarettes, junk food, caffeine, and bullshit. And yeah, they don't have posters on the wall saying go smoke cigarettes, go eat candy, but that's like what every junkie's doing when they first get clean, is smashing a bunch of junk food, smoking a bunch of cigarettes, drinking a bunch of, soda, just all that shit. And I feel like that in itself is just as bad as how motherfuckers were living on the street. Like, okay, he's sober off booze, but you guys are just letting him crash a bunch of canola oil and artificial corn syrup and white granulated sugar and nasty inorganic pesticide sprayed bullshit ass foods which are still harming his body. Like, let's just get real about rehab for a sec, Would it be so bad to have a rehab where you are allowed to smoke organic herb, or you're allowed to take Rick Simpson oil at night, or once a week you're allowed to go do a mushroom retreat or a ketamine clinic thing, or just stuff that you sign up for consensually? Not everyone has to do it, and it's permitted through a actual legit controlled setting. I think that'd be a beautiful thing. So anyway, I don't want to talk y'all's ears off. I do want to get back to the walk, but I really just have to stand up for my own testimony. As much as I will always appreciate the word, as much as I'll always appreciate the rooms, and as much as I'll always appreciate just straight hardcore abstinence, and like not even white knuckling it, just like being in flow with the acceptance of abstinence from all substances, I think that there are other methods as well, like the use of cannabis and psychedelics. So leave a comment with your opinion. I would love to have or start an open dialogue. And yeah, man, if you guys agree, maybe we can help change legislation moving forward and vote for things like this. But one love.